friends, thank you so much for clicking this video. My name is Chesiyna and you are welcome. So today I will be doing a 6-month update of my year of rest. If you're new here and this is the first time that you are running into my videos, this is actually the second video of my series called My Year of Rest. I started a sabbatical year or a mid-career break, September of 2021. So we are right at the 6-month mark, and I can't believe it. I feel as if these 6 months have kind of flown by. So I will be going over a couple of things, and I will make this video short because there are 2 more videos that I want to do in this particular series. So timestamps will be attached at the bottom, but I know you guys, you will watch from beginning to end. So get a cup of tea, coffee, or any beverage that you like, relax, and let's begin. I would say that you can plan and prepare, but obviously there will be unforeseen circumstances. The first big one was when my laptop just broke, the hinge broke, and thank God I had a warranty through Geek Squad or Best Buy. So I went through them and it took almost a month of them having my laptop, and this is my main laptop where I write a lot on and I do a lot of my things on. So they had it for a month. Was it a month or 2? And I think at this particular time there was like lots of shipping delays in the US, so getting parts was really difficult. So yeah, it took them a month or 2, and at least I had an older laptop that I was using. They weren't able to fix it. I think the break of the hinge was really strange. So what they did is that they ended up refunding me almost 90 to 95% of what I actually paid the laptop for. So they did account for depreciation. So I was so thankful about that. So if you are thinking of taking a year of rest, this was a big thing for me, knowing that if you can take warranty on things that you need during your year of rest, please do, because for me I was able to, at least get my whole amount of money that I paid for my laptop, and I was able to get a new one. So that's something to keep in mind. Another one, now this one was really hilarious, but I was doing laundry one day and the washer ended up just bubbling up with water, and it almost flooded my basement, but I caught it in time. I usually have these small alarms, I think it's called water guards. So there was there was a loud noise in the basement, and I was like, okay, it's flooded. So for a week or 2 I was hand washing my clothes in the bathtub or the small sink in the laundry room. So in the back of my head I was wondering, for the next few months, can I be able to hand wash for the whole family? That was my thought in my head, because I did not want to part away with this money. Yes, I grew up in Kenya, so hand washing is nothing new. It's just that with Kenya it's much easier because they're like designated places where you can wash your clothes outdoors. But here it's not really feasible in a tiny bathtub washing lots of clothes. So I ended up purchasing a new washer, and the dryer was on its last leg, so a new washer and a dryer, and yeah, that really, I did feel the pinch in that. As far as warranty, I did used to have home warranty on my appliances, but honestly those insurances are so scammy. Okay, not scammy, but it takes them a lot before they actually give you new equipment, like they'll do patchwork, and sometimes if you put in a service request, it takes them like 2-3 weeks, and it's a dead of winter. So I had gotten rid of my home warranty, like as far as appliances, a long time ago. So I don't know. I don't know if I could prevent it, but that's just something that I'm mentioning, that there will be unforeseen circumstances. It's like, why are these things happening when I'm taking a sabbatical year and I'm really being cautious about my finances? So that's something that you have to, think about. Honestly, if my parents or my mom, if my mom was living here in America, I would be in the basement with my kids just to save money. Like, honestly, it's difficult managing a household, especially if you have small kids. Yeah, it's difficult when you have your year of rest. But you know what I said? I'm not going to let this dampen the whole year of rest. I'm having fun. But yeah, that's just something that I had to mention, because guess what? It's a big con. Now, one thing is that I will be doing a video with one of my friends who's an accountant, because a lot of people have been asking me about exit strategies on saving and all this. So I have my own exit strategy, but honestly, I feel as if I need to run my ideas with my friend who's an accountant. He's really, really good. Really lovely background. So I will be bringing him onto one of my videos. So for the finances, I'll just put a pause on it, because there will be another detailed video where we'll go into the weeds with everything. But yeah, that's it for this first section about finances. As far as health and self-care, I feel as if I feel rested. At this 6-month mark, I feel rested. I've done lots of self-care. I feel really rejuvenated. And what I will mention is, it's very important, before you start your year of rest, please see a naturopath or a therapist, or any person who you think will really support you depending on your needs, as far as identifying any gaps that you need to address during your year of rest. So that's what I did. I actually saw a naturopath in the beginning, and it was really, really helpful, because she was able to identify a couple of habits and things that I had honestly overlooked, and she really stressed on a couple of things. Then she also came up with a schedule, and it was only one meeting, and I think it was 90 minutes, but I gained so much from it. And another thing is that she did suggest that I take B12 because of my history of fatigue, and I'll put the B12 on the screen. Of course, I'm not giving any recommendation, but I'm just telling you what she told me. Yeah, so with the B12, I think it really gives me a good kick as far as just energy, because I've suffered from adrenal fatigue in the past. And if you have been a heavy coffee drinker in the past, it does deplete your B12. So for me, I feel as if this was a welcome addition into my schedule. But yeah, I would say see a therapist or a life coach before your insurance changes and you start your year of rest. So for me, this was definitely something that, if I look back, I think it was something that was really smart. So think about that as well. What do you need to do as far as a tune-up? Do some self-reflection and identify any gaps that you need to address during your year of rest. You don't want to go through your full year and you still feel tired, you still feel burned out, or you go with the same mindset after your full year. Like, you really have to spend time to actually deprogram. Yes, you have to spend time deprogramming yourself from that hustle and bustle and rat race that you are accustomed to. So that's my tip, and something that I feel as if has been a welcome blessing during my year of rest. Okay, I want to talk about being in the moment. I live in the DC area, and guess what? We have our fair share of snow days. So in the past, when I was actively working, I saw snow as something negative because I knew that if I get that ping that says inclement weather, the kids will be home and I will be working remotely, and I have to get a babysitter last minute who I have to pay extra to be able to watch over my kids. So with the fact that there was a lot of restructuring going on, snow and inclement weather was something that I just saw as a negative thing because it set me in a panic. But now that I am in my year of rest, anytime I know that there is snow, I get so excited. In fact, I usually watch. I'm a snow watcher if there's anything like that. If I know there's snow that's coming, I'm double checking the snow tubes to make sure that they're really good and there are no holes on it. I'm making sure that the snow suits are on point and also the snow boots. So that's just something that I've come to love, and it's just so exciting to know that this was something that I saw as a negative thing and now it's a blessing that I really anticipate. And this particular year, I feel as if we didn't have enough snow days, and I'm just like, oh man, I wish we had at least 10 or 12 snow days so that we could, slide down the hill many times. Another thing is as far as sick days. Nobody likes sick days, but for me, it was, again, just like what I said before, you have to stay at home and then also juggle a couple of emails. And as much as people say, do not work from home when you're sick or if your kids are sick, sometimes you have to check your emails a couple of times. So nowadays, as far as sick days, I just feel as if it's an extra day for me to cuddle with the kids and for me to get extra hugs, and hot chocolate as well. So it's just amazing the way there's lots of reframing that's going on, and I'm really enjoying myself being in the moment. So I would like to talk about creative development or writing, because if you have watched the first video, I did indicate that I want to invest in me and I want to invest in my creative side. So there are so many things that I wanted to do. So I just decided to set my priority as blogging. So that's what I've been doing mainly, and I've also been reading so much on it, trying to develop my skills. So what I would say is that I am so happy, and honestly, part of me feels as if this is where I want to be. I just feel so alive. I'm in my element. I've loved writing since I was young, and once I delve deeper and deeper into this world of writing and blogging, I feel as if I don't ever want to leave. So what I've decided is, and I'll talk more about it in a second, but what I've decided is I want to maybe put more goals surrounding my blogging. So maybe by the end of 6 months, maybe this is something that I can be doing long term. But that is essentially it. So I will be back in a second to talk about my closing remarks. So here are my closing remarks. I have a list here that I'll go over. So for my first 6 months, I felt as if I was really easing into my year of rest, and my priority was just to deprogram, to rest, to relax, and also explore what I want to do once my year of rest ends. So my plan was just restoration. I did not have major goals set. And I feel that's really important, because if you have been burnt out for so many years, you just need to hit the pause button. and that's significant. And what I will say is that now at my 6-point mark, I am at the point where I'm really enjoying myself. I'm enjoying the writing aspect of it. I'm enjoying creating YouTube for fun. And I honestly do not want to go back to traditional employment. That's my stance right now. I do not want to go back to traditional employment. Of course, if I have to, I will, but for now, I'm enjoying myself so much and I feel so alive that I do not want to go back to that lifestyle and that programming that I was so used to of, you have to be in this rat race, you have to do this and that. I'm thriving. I'm definitely thriving. And something that I forgot to mention as far as health is the fact that I've reached my goal weight without exercise. It's just with relaxing and not being stressed, because I know that there's a strong correlation between stress and health and weight. So for me, as I said in my previous video, I was totally inflamed. Like if you look back at my photos from 2018, I was just inflamed all over my body. My skin also looked like it wasn't like glowing, and I feel as if right now I feel like myself. So that's something else that I feel as if I'm thriving, and it's kind of effortless because the stress aspect is not there. So that's something that's really good. And right now with my 6-month mark, because I do not want to go back to traditional employment, I decided that I'm going to sit down and do a bit of structured goals or things that I want to accomplish between now and September. So that's what I've done. I promise I won't go overboard. I've totally deprogrammed from that. Yeah, and then I will be making 2 to 3 more videos so that I can be able to help you. Now, the final thing, I want to talk about the fact that the world is going through inflation and there's so much uncertainty. And I know if you're out there, you're probably watching this video, but at the back of your mind, you're thinking about gas, with the fact that it is probably $5 in some states. Other states, it's $9. I don't know if that was something that is actually true, but yeah. Some states are $5, at least where I am. It's roughly $5 per gallon. So if you are in a situation where you are planning for your year of rest and you kind of feel bummed thinking that I won't be able to make it because right now there's an inflation going on, things are a bit difficult, this is my word of advice to you. In 2015, I actually started, or I rather tried, I tried to start the process of, exiting my job and going through a 1-year sabbatical. But once I sat down and I looked at all my goals, I looked at my finances, and I looked at all the things that I wanted to accomplish, it was not feasible. So what did I do? I went back to the drawing board. So if you're watching this right now and you are really actively planning, if you feel as if you are working on your exit strategy and maybe you thought that, okay, I thought I would do this in 6 months, but guess what? Let me give it a year or 2. It's fine. At the end of the day, still watch this video, still get motivated, and go back to the drawing board. Imagine, I initially wanted to leave my job for sabbatical in 2015, and I was not able to do it till 2019 because I'm a mom. So at the end of the day, do not let what's going on in the world dampen your spirits. If that's a goal that you want to do, please still gather the information on these YouTube videos. Sit down with someone. Watch the next videos that I will be doing about exit strategy and saving. Go ahead and gather all this information, and please do not lose hope. Your time for your sabbatical will come, and guess what? You will enjoy it. And that's it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into this particular video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.